Hello, my name is Jamie Honeycutt and this is my final presentation. Today I'm going to talk about Grievance Discussion Case 6, Work Requirements for Holiday Pay. My role as the Director of HR, and some main points that I want to discuss are: employees should refer to their labor agreement before planning to be absent before or after holidays. Also, several companies have adopted a pay eligibility requirement wherein employees must work the day before and after a holiday to receive holiday pay. So a little bit of background for you. John Arnett is a truck driver for Saga Foods, who is also part of a bargaining union represented by Teamsters Local 44. John's work week is Tuesday through Friday, and he works 10-hour shifts each day. The Labor Day holiday falls on Monday, and since John is not scheduled to work on Monday, his Labor Day holiday is scheduled on Tuesday. So at 11 p.m. on Tuesday night, John called the company and told the clerk on duty that he would not be at work on Wednesday because he was taking a personal leave day. He did not receive permission from his shift manager or any other supervisor to take Wednesday as a personal leave day. In the past, the company did not refuse a personal leave day if it was requested 1.5 hours before the start of the worker's scheduled shift. Since John took a personal leave day on Wednesday, the company refused to pay him for the holiday and claimed that he didn't fulfill the requirements of the collective bargaining agreement. So the union filed a grievance requesting that John Arnett be paid his holiday pay because he did fulfill the requirement for holiday pay computation set forth in the collective bargaining agreement. So here are some potentially relevant contract provisions. In the contract it states holiday pay allowances will be given subject to the following terms and conditions. The employee shall have worked his full scheduled workday immediately before and immediately after the holiday, except for a proven sickness or injury. The shift manager may offer to waive this rule in advance of the holiday and acceptance thereof by an employee or employees, and it shall be on a seniority basis. So just a little quote from the U.S. Department of Commerce. To be entitled to a paid holiday, an employee must be regularly scheduled, for example, work hours that are scheduled in advance of the week in which they are worked. And then for leave of absences under the contract, each present employee will be entitled to 4 days of personal leave per contract year. Personal leave will be non-cumulative and personal days will be paid if not used. So as the HR director for Saga Food Services, it is my position that John Arnett should not receive his holiday pay for Labor Day. So why does Saga Food Services approve no holiday pay? Holiday pay allowances will be given subject to the following terms and conditions. So I just want to reinstate what the contract says. The employee shall have worked his full scheduled workday immediately before and immediately after the holiday except for proven sickness or injury. So according to the article, there is no evidence that John Arnett was injured or sick. If he can possibly provide this proof, then the company could reconsider their position. The shift manager may offer to waive this rule in advance of the holiday, and acceptance thereof by an employee or employee shall be on a seniority basis. So what it's saying here, as the shift manager can approve this, but the article says that the shift manager did not approve the personal day. So we know in this case that he was not already pre-approved to take this personal day. So according to the leave of absence, each leave of absence policy, each present employee will be entitled to the 4 days of personal leave per contract year. So what we're talking about here is he's allowed to take his personal days, which he's entitled to on his own accord. But taking a personal leave for the day after the holiday does not guarantee his holiday pay. So a plan of action. So I would meet with the shift manager to find out if John can prove that his absence on Wednesday, the day before the holiday, was due to sickness or injury. And I would also ask John's shift manager, do a little investigation to make sure that he or she did not already pre-approve John's absence on Wednesday. So after learning the results of the first two items, then I would meet with the union rep to discuss the findings. So in conclusion, Salga Food Company's position is that John Arnett should not be eligible for holiday pay. This would be rectified if he can provide documentation to support a sickness or injury for himself that occurred the day after the holiday, or if a supervisor pre-approved his day after holiday absence supported by the use of personal leave. And I'll leave you with a quote from Colossians 3:23, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters." Thank you.